All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in, you trader nerds, to the greatest community on the planet when it comes to trading, because trading is a lonely endeavor. And so honored to have you with us. Look at the market's not doing anything. It's almost like it's waiting on something. What would it be waiting on? I know. Isn't that Jay Powell dude supposed to open his mouth today, and all these idiots are listening to and hinging on his every word? Who gives a flip? I don't care. Because you and I are quant traders. We're not fundamentalists. We're not technical traders, although this little technical indicator that we use is the greatest ever. This is the Big Green Monster. And the Big Green Monster says this is going to act as support, and it's also going to act as a magnet. So we wouldn't be surprised if price comes back in here and fills these gaps, but it looks good. We're never surprised to see price go back to the volume control, where the most volume is traded in the last 10 days. But yeah, we're right in the middle of being perfectly priced. Yes, what it is. And look at this, y'all. This is what's amazing, right? This is 10 days. Today's the 7th. So how many days back is this? A week? I mean, we drew this thing, 7, 8 days ago. It's just amazing how this thing works. It just consistently works and works and works and works. And so I would include it in your repertoire. If you don't know what it is, we got a class on it that's recorded. You have I think if you're a Muscadine Mafia member, you get that. It's posted in your room. So enjoy those 2 classes on that and how to use it. It's a great thing to use to trade with butterflies. All right, let's see if we can get through today without me coughing too much. So let's see. I've been working on taxes, and I had my personal training session today. Rough. That was rough. Beth didn't have hers because she's ate up with the COVID. Wink, 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 wink. But is that really why you missed your session today? Beth? What? I said, is that really why you missed your session today? 38,400. 38,400. Are you still testing positive, Beth? That's what I thought. You should have tested, and if you was negative, you could have went and got your personal training session. Beth, why are your ribs and lungs sore? Well, Beth gave me some NyQuil last night. What? You better give me some tonight. We better not run out of that stuff. Except I'm used to drinking the liquid that tastes like Jack Daniels, but last night she gave me the pills. I don't know if they work as good. Beth, you're going to be proud. We made $37.19 today.
Well, we're moving on now. We're moving on up to the side. To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Okay, so let's go to our Greeks and ratios over here and see what. Oh, Beth. It's gross. She's down there blowing her nose. Sound like an ostrich with his head in the ground. All right, so what are our things here today? So we're 60 deltas, 36 theta. 60, 36. 60, 36. Uh-oh, we're going to be red there today. That's fine. We're still 36. And our buying pair was 7086. It is still 7086, so we got to update that by hitting the positions tab. Tasty, y'all need to fix this. Y'all need to fix it. So it's going to be 7814. I'm probably eating up with COVID too. But nobody's sticking nothing in my nose. She tried it the other day, and I thought, we ain't doing this. All right, 7814. So we're at 20% buying power, blue here and red here. So we're red, blue, and green. What would you do in this situation? Yeah, I think I'm going to put on a trade. How about that? First thing I could do, right? My theta's low. Let's see if we need to close something. We got anything in the naked categories that's showing that we've been in it for 30 days? Let's see what we got here. We've been in that one for 28 days. That's a 71% profit. Bob, how much is enough? How much, little Bob? How much do you need? Wait a minute. Days open. Here's what. Days open. 28 days. Unbelievable on that naked put. So I could close that out. I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to close this one out. What's this? Close that position. Let's take our 71% profit. Let's try to get it filled at 9 1/4. That should fill. I'm not greedy today. Dang it, I should have been greedy. Look at that. Didn't even fill me. Let's go get filled now that. And then what we'll do is we'll sell 2. How about that? So we'll replace that one. And then we'll sell another. Yeah, my little baby. Jeez Louise. Let's get out of that. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll sell 2 to replace that and to do a new trade. So let's go out to, let's see, it's 81 days still, or we ain't got no more expirations, do we? 81 days, which is probably 80 days. Yes, 80 days. Now let's sell 2 about to 12 delta. So we'll replace our theta by going to about the 12. And we could sell anywhere in here. Let's sell these here. 36.25. Try to go to mid price. And let's do 2 of these. And then we'll do 2 put debit spreads. Okay. Being greedy. Ain't working out today. That's fine. So let's make that less advantageous. Less advantageous. So tomorrow I've got to speak to a high school class, a senior class on money. So what should I do, y'all? What advice? Give me your number 1 advice in the chat, or y'all can say like, what's the number 1 advice you would give to high school seniors? Kind of excited.
Live below your means and avoid lifestyle inflation.
Exactly. I love that. So my big deal is I think I'm going to create a whole plan for high schools called Live on 70. Live on 70% of what you make and then save, invest, and give away the rest. I mean, that look good on a t-shirt, y'all. Liveon70.com. Liveon70.com. If you live on 70%, you'll be fine. You know. So, you know, avoid credit cards. How do you avoid credit cards? Well, you live on 70%. Well, you go, well, what if my neighbors are wearing Guess jeans? Well, you don't give a flip what your neighbors are wearing. You wear sport bouts like I did in high school. You know, you go to the Goodwill like Beth did to get me this beautiful shirt. I don't know if it ever been worn before at all. That's what you do. You live on 70% of what you make. And then you got no problems. Well, Bobby, I can't do that. Well, the reason you can't do that, and if a high school kid tells me that they can't do that, then listen, friend, you need to get a second job and quit going to the McDonald's every day, like me and Beth have been doing lately. Today, though, she would not hear it. I said, how about McDonald's? She said, I'm tired of McDonald's. I said, how about Chick-fil-A? She was tired of Chick-fil-A. I said, well, just forget it. We'll just save up our calories for tonight. Guess what I had for breakfast, Beth? Beth. Guess what I had for breakfast? A Baby Ruth.
What?
I had the best candy bar on the planet, a Baby Ruth. Yeah. What do you mean again? Yeah, I had one yesterday too. So what? I counted in my calories, Beth. Listen, Beth, you are not the calorie Nazi. You're not going to sit around and watch what I'm doing all day. I was telling you, yeah, but I don't need you to say, Bobby, you don't need to have a Baby Ruth again. I mean, I didn't tell you. I told you not to get your approval. I told you just to inform you. Ah, Beth, you're a little cranky today. A little bit cranky. Okay, here I can do this, right? I can do it because I've already bought where I've bought, and I can sell where I sell. Oh, Beth. So let's see if we can get filled at 10 1/4. Let's do 2 of these, put debit spreads. You agree with Beth? Yeah, I don't need. Save 10% of your income from the outset. Exactly. Save 10%, invest at least 10%, and give away something. And live on 70. Give away a little bit. Help your community, you know, invest your time. If you don't have money, invest your time, you know, youth coaching, soccer, whatever. Oh, Beth, Jody Nicole says she was going to help me get a bedazzled coach's outfit. Yes, she is. I'm going by for a fitting. So I'm the assistant coach for my daughter's softball team, and I won't.
I'm sorry to embarrass that you're going to help coach. Please don't embarrass your child.
I'm not going to embarrass my child.
You're not getting nothing to say.
I want something bedazzled, Beth. I want it to be shiny and sparkly. I want to look like Elton John when I come out on the field and goes first base. Beth, don't email her. Don't. No, I want that. I want something sparkly. Okay, she says that she needs my people up here. She's talking. Y'all need to be real with me. I think I need a bedazzled, at least a bedazzled logo of the team. I want it shiny, but I want the opposition to know that when we come out on the field, we mean business. I'm going to look like Elton John in the 70s at Dodger Stadium. That's what I want it to look like. Beth, you need to back off on this one. Beth. The head coach has already agreed. Erin Smith has already agreed. She said, I'm not joking all the time. I'm serious about it. I'm not moving out, Beth. Beth, you need to slow your roll just a little. All right, what are we going to do? We're going to sell a, unbelievable. They're still talking. Nobody said I shouldn't bedazzle myself. They're not scared. They'll hurt my feelings. Beth, she says y'all need to be real with me and tell me I don't need to have something bedazzled. Matt Jolly, please tell me that I don't need. Hey, listen, Nick Saban is flashy. He's a flashy dude. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. So let's go to this. I like the 3,700. Let's do that. Let's sell 3,700. Let's do a Sweet Bobby Hedge. I want to. Beth, I want to look like Randy Macho Man Travis. Macho Man, when I come out on the field, I want the other team to go, my God, what is that? What? Who don't want me doing it? She don't want me to be a coach. I don't embarrass my kids. So we got that for $32.75. So let's see if we can do the, and we probably can't do that 50-something day, but we'll try. But don't message her. The lady that owns the little shop, $32.75. Let's see what we can do. So we'll go $36.50. Ben, I worry about you. You know we won't be able to do a $36.50 here for credit. Let's see, $36.50. $36.50. Oh crap! We can't buy the $36.50 here anyway, because it would get away with that. Now synthetically it'd be the same. Let's see what we could do at 36. That would be $35. So we can't do that. So let's go to the 30-something day, 38 day. One of their days don't update. It's beyond me. They still haven't said anything, but if they think you're an overreacting wife that will not allow her husband to bedazzle himself, to dress like a what? All right, I could do it here, couldn't I? I could buy me two. I don't want to do it there. I would undo that one. So I could buy me two 36.50s here for $10.50. Let's do that. So we'll buy two of those. Beth, won't you get back on your bed and deal with your COVID instead of worrying about my bedazzled shirt? Okay. Kudbar says, hi, sir. I ask you why we not take long put on ES 150-day DTE around $5 to $6 on pullback 10-15%. This will give us at least $7,000. Long put on ES 150 days out? I don't know. That'd be a lot of money, wouldn't it? I like those little 7-day ones. So let's do that. Let's do two of these first. And then I'll look see more what you're talking about. Let's buy two of these. I said, let's buy two of these. Okay, we're filled later. So now let's kind of look what our Greeks are. We're at 65 deltas, OB steel, and 35 theta. So we went down in theta. That ain't big. 65, 35. Let's see what that looks like. 65, 35. I worsened my thetas and deltas, didn't I? 65. Yeah, I worsened that. 35. I worsened that. Dang, I can't even make that better. So I probably shouldn't put in the hedge at all. All right. Nonetheless, 65, 35. We're good. Buying power was at 78.14. Probably didn't update yet. No, it's the same. All right. That's all I need to do. That's all I need to do in that key. I probably tinkered too much. Let's move it out of the way. Check out the Muscadine Mafia. Oh, someone's talking in the Muscadine Mafia about that. Okay, let's see. Now remember what we could do. I mean, I took that profit today, right? And we did say that it was kind of cool buying some ES puts, cheap ones. We could do that. I don't know if I want to do 150 days though. Are y'all saying it's cheaper and I can just let it go for 150 days rather than doing a 7-day? You're probably right. It's like ES 7 days. So we got a 1-dayer, we got a 3-dayer. Let's just buy something cheap. I mean cheap, dog cuss cheap. Give us a little. Now I really don't need it. I only use 20% of my buying power, but these are we were finding a little bit of comfort in buying something for around 15 cents or so. So, 5 to 15 here. 15, 15, 15. Look at all those are 15. So if all those are 15, you try to buy the one closest that you can get for 15. What, Beth? Did you text her? Beth, people are going to think we're having marital problems. I don't want it to be feminine. I want it to be manly. Have you seen Randy Macho Man Travis? Have you ever seen Hulk Hogan? They don't wear pastels. I want the logo to be sparkly, not the shirt. Beth, you worry about too much what kids think. The community knows I'm crazy. What's another word for sparkly? I just want something to show you. I want something that's going to instill fear into the opposition. That's what I want. I want to go in there like a sumo.
It's not the word.
What was it? What, Ken?
Flamboyant won't be the word.
Flamboyant is not the word. Yeah,
I just want sparkly.
I just want something.
Here's something. So I don't want to take advice because you got a high school kid, but when I was in high school, I had similar situations you're in now. Be who you are. I'll tell you what, the best feedback I ever got was when I was told by my daughter's friends that I was the coolest dad in the high school.
Oh,
and that's because I was who I was.
Yeah.
And see, be who you are. That brings out, that's the best costume you can have. You know, and don't worry what, and you figured it out. Don't give a flip what other people think about you. That's a liberating thing.
And the older you get, the better that feeling is. You just don't care what they think, you know? But I do see what Beth is saying. She cares what my daughter thinks. And she said my daughter would be mortified if I did.
Wait till your daughter's friends say, hey, you got the coolest dad in the school.
That is true. I mean, I go out there like
everything will be different. Well, before I got where Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead used to look like me.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and my daughter was passing the rumor around school that I was really Jerry Garcia.
Oh, how cool is that?
I faked my death. I faked my death to get out of the public eye.
Oh
that here I was having a family. Jerry Garcia. It was the greatest lie I ever heard.
How about that? Yeah, the only famous person I look like is Hal Heflin, who used to be senator from Alabama. I swear I'm a spitting image of him. He was a good-looking devil, too. Look at us, y'all. We made $224 today. Praise the Lord.
Well, we're moving on now to the side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
All right, let's get our little Greekies today. So we are at 194 and 107. Rough. Wow, 194 and 107. Look at this. 104. And what did I say? 107? 107? Wait a minute, 194 and 107. Sorry. 104 and 196. Yeah, we're at 0.10%. 194, 107. So we're right at where we need to be. And VIX is at 19 or so. So buying power usage is, what did Jody Nicole say, Beth? 28, 126. Beth, that's blackmailing her. 28, 143. Beth, will you lock yourself out on the way out, please? We're trying to conduct a class here. Well, listen. All right, so what would y'all do? We're a little too long here. We are we're fine here. We could go to 30%, and we're fine here on beta. I don't have to do anything. Let's see if there's any trades that it wants me to close. Let's look at our little trade thing over here. Auto close date. Anything popping up? No, everything looks good there. Yeah, I'm a little, I've got some discretion here, and I don't have a lot of discretion in my accounts. We've made no stupid trades this year, which is really good. So why don't we, let's see what our naked puts are doing. Now let's see what our risk is to the downside. Let's see this. Show groups. See if we got any naked puts up there around that 70% profit. You know we're going to have some. Look at this, y'all. 59%. All we were expecting was 55, but I don't think I'm going to take those off today. I just got a good feeling about leaving those on. Got $243 of profit on those. That's fine. I think let's go back to our spreadsheet and see what our put debit spreads are as far as nakeds we got. So let's go to here. Having trouble remembering where everything's at. So we've got 55 nakeds and we got 52 put debit spreads. So I could probably put on put debit spread, which wouldn't be bad. Let's go to the Analyze tab. Let's just see what our risk is in a $110,000 account. So this is our show all and hide any simulations in there. Excuse me, y'all. Pardon me. Make sure we got all of our options in. Make sure that we don't have any T-bills in there. It could be messing us up. Make sure everything's in. Everything. Oh, we don't want to do single symbol either. Now we got to do portfolio beta weighting because we've got ES positions now. Make sure you know that. So it's not showing the risk graph up above, and the reason is because our little oh, it's T-bill Tuesday too, y'all. How about that? And did you notice I've got my tax documents now? I'm almost finished with my taxes. Almost finished. Trying to get that done this week. So let's get it here. There, and there. Now we go. Now what's our risk graph look like? If we go down 20%, we're going to lose $7,583. But if we pop in a lot of volatility and on a 20% down move, we're down 57,000. Okay. Yeah, I would do a put debit spread. I could see me doing that. I could also see me doing a Sweet Bobby Hedge today as well. But you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I really don't. I think I'm just I think I'm good with that. I think I'm fine risk wise. So let's don't do anything in that account. All right, let's go to the third and final account. Let's see what we're doing. And I'm gonna look at that 150-day thing too. Oh, someone wrote something good here. What do y'all got? Glenn said, my two older daughters were in the high school band. One year, their marching program included a lot of music from Pirates of the Caribbean. So I dressed up as Captain Jack Sparrow. Oh, how cool. And went to the football game. The oldest daughter, let's see, the oldest daughter went to the football game. The oldest daughter closer to eye roll about it. The younger thought it was cool. Yeah. What, Ben? I could just dress up like Jack Sparrow for being a coach. How cool would that be, Ben? Huh? Beth, just admit I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. I've stretched your imagination. $29,985. What? She said I stretched it out. $29,985. Beth, why do you come in here every day when we're doing our class anyway? Because it's her bedroom. She said, okay, I got you.
Well, we're moving on now to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky.
I may not do anything in this account either. That'd be cool. You know, sometimes you got to sit on your hands. You got to know when to hold on, know when to fold on, know when to walk away. So let's see what our creeks are over here. You got to take those stupid groups off. So we are at 73, and 32 minus 7 is what? 22? 73. Is that right? 20 no. 32 minus 7 is what? 25. 25. So I'm at 73, what, 25? I'm bad with math now. 73 and 25. 73, 27. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, no. 73 and 25. So we are really, really long. I'm looking good so far, it says. Okay. I believe you. What the crap is there? 73 and 25. This one is screaming, feed me, baby. 73.25. So we're only at 0.08. 19 is our stuff. And let's put on, let's see. Buying power is 79 minus 2 is what, 7,700? Excuse me. My buying power went down. Okay. Okay, so green, red, and blue. So I got a lot of choices here. I don't have to trade. I can trade because I've got 2 little theta that we need to kick up in there. So yeah, let's see if there's anything that I'm supposed to close. Let's go to our trade tab and look here. Auto close signal. See if anything's flashing yellow. Nope, no yellow, sir. So Bill's been sitting on his hands for the last 3 weeks. His book is full. Isn't that a great feeling? You sit there and go, okay, let the theta come to me. It's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So why don't we put on trade? So let's go to the trade tab. Let's do our put debit spread. We're going to do him at 73 days. And let's do the same strikes we did in the other account. So we did over here, we did the 39.60, 39.10. 39.60, 39.10. And then we'll go buy our T-bills. 39.60, 39.10. And I know it takes a long time. And for those of y'all that watch at home, you're like, can we not condense this? No, this is just how I trade. This is how I trade. And I talk while I trade. So, you know, we try to get it all done in an hour. Most of the time we do. 39.60, 39.10. So we're going to buy this. Boy, that cursor's moving slow. 39.60. That's so slow. 39.60, 39.10. Hold your control key down. Says at 10 1/4. Hopefully we can fill there. $54. And I know what you're thinking, Bobby. You buy so many of these. Why, do you keep spending that money? Well, it gives us a nice little downside slide hedge, a gradual hedge down. Now, where you can get hurt on the Sweet Bobby hedge, you can get hurt if you have a glide down market. You don't want that. So that's why we put the put debit spreads on. It protects the Sweet Bobby hedge as well. Y'all need to know that. All right, so let's go put our trades in. So y'all know we're going to sell some naked stuff, which I probably should have done first. So we're going to do MES. Put MES here. Let's put our little put debit spread in first. All right, so we did 1 tranche of Rooney. And we'll call him naked put, I don't know, 18. What is that dang thing doing, man? Naked put 18. Doesn't matter what you call it. Really doesn't. Naked put 18. And we did the 39.60, 39.10. Puts debit spread at 38 days. No, 73 days. 73 days. And for 10.50. $10.50. I still hadn't forgot about that 150-day thing. We're going to put that in. So 73 days there. So we did 10.50 on that one, right? So now we want to go sell something naked, because that's what the triple nipple donkey is. Triple nipple donkey is selling stuff. So we're going to go closest to 90 days. That'll be 80 days. And we're going to sell one. 12% probability of being in the money. Look at all those that are turning profitable now. I love it. So let's do this. Let's do that 12 delta there for $30. $36.75. 30. Let's try 30.50. Let's try 30.50. 36.75. 30.50. There we go. 36.75. 30.50. 36.75. 30.50. Look at that sweet, sweet credit, y'all. Do y'all know how to find out what our total extrinsic value is? I tried to add extrinsic to my list and it won't give me the number. So I'm not sure. Oh, that's a quick debit spread 18. PDS 18. If anyone knows how to do that, it doesn't show. It's one of the options. It just doesn't show my extrinsic value. So we'll call this naked put 18. So puts long hedge at 80 days. 2/7/23. In Glenn, in Thinkorswim, like extrinsic is really good on Tastyworks. Look, it's one of the top things, right? Let me show you on Tastyworks where you see your extrinsic value. It's one of the things up at the top. See, extrinsic 1685. I just can't find it in Thinkorswim. If y'all know how to do that, I added it to the platform. It's just like when I added it, it didn't give me a number. It just gave a little dash beside it. Like, hey, fool, you ain't got no extrinsic value. How about that, Tubby? Oh my
Bobby,
gosh.
got the wrong date on the naked put.
Thank you so much. That was Hal, right? I'm beginning to learn Hal's voice. Good. All right, so now what do we do? Well, I kind of like what Evan's been doing, putting on a Sweet Bobby hedge. And remember, I hadn't been doing a lot of them because I got to go get this calculator. Y'all get tired of me going to get the calculator. It's just a lot of trouble. So over here now, I can go and do something. So why don't we go and put a Sweet Bobby hedge on? Here we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out to 90 days, 80 days. You know, I go in that same little area here, right? Evan goes to 15% probability money. That's fine. He wants just to kick in at about the time that the naked put's going in. That's great. Wherever you want to put them. Let's just see if we can find something nice and even. So why don't we sell the 3,700? We've already got short positions there. So let's do that. Let's tag it. Let's sell where we've already got shorts. So let's sell that 3,700. I like those nice even numbers for the Sweet Bobby hedge. The 36.25s, the 36.75s. I like those even numbers for the Sweet Bobby hedge. Call me crazy. So we'll sell the 3,700, right? 80 days for 33.25. 3,700. So one of those. All right, 3,700, 33.25. You'll help me remember that. 3,700, 33.25. 3,700. And for those of y'all that missed it yesterday, y'all gonna love the calculator. My price is 33.25. And this is in the MES. Did one contract, right? And this is going to be a Sweet Bobby hedge. We'll call it 7 short puts. And this is a short hedge, just a short of my hedge. And we did it at 80 days. And 2/7/23. Great, got him, right? Now, what we got to do is put in our long hedge. Yes, going to buy 2. And we'll call this SBH 7 long. And we're going to try to buy the 36.50. I said we're going to try to do the 36.50. Stupid keyboard. SBH. SBH. I typed it, dang it. What did I say it was? 36.50 is what we're going to try to do it. Right, 36.50. It's going to be a put. And this is a long hedge. Those are our loans of our hedge. We're going to put that in that 38-day cycle so we can get a credit out of it. And enter it on 2/7/23. All right. Now let's see what we can buy the 36.50 for 38 days. 36.50 at 38 days. Because we want to get a credit. 36.50. 36.50. All right, good. We're already long there, so I can buy 2 there. All right. And we'll do it 2. I won't be greedy. 1075. All right, 1075, we bought those. So let's put those in our spreadsheet and smoke it. And then we'll go look at what our risk is. So, oh crap, I can't remember the price. Let's see, it was 1075. Now, show you how the calculator works. So that 33.25, 1075 should automatically go down into the SPH break even, 33.25, 1075. Put in 1 tranche. It knows how many tranches we did. It knows everything. And if we were to close that at 1032, we'd have a $1.25 profit. You can get the exact 0 if you just hit the solver button. Watch this macro. Watch this thing go over here, go crazy. Look at this, it's going, what is the number? So 1057. So I'm looking to harvest that at 1057. So I normally put that on an even number. So we'll say 1050. Go back over here. So it says 1057. Just replace it. 1050. Ta-da! And that will make that be a little bit of break even to a profitable trade. Whenever the 3,700 that I sold for 33.25 gets to 1050, I can close it and have on a free trade. Let's look at our risk. We're doing this more and more. Let's see if we have acceptable risk to the downside. LS tab, MES, portfolio beta width, hide your simulations. Why is it not showing anything? Because of those damn T-bills. Ed got us all in. Darn, Ed's making us money, and we just trash him like it's nothing, don't we? Time is money, Ed. Time is money. All right, so that should give us our thing. So now, a down move, 20%, and we're up $8,824. I like it a lot. Let's move this to the right date, though. There we go. We're only up $6,000. Okay.
And if you factor in volatility.
Yep. Factor in volatility, we're down $5,134. Okay. So what we could do, if we don't like being down 5,000, now you sit here and go, now wait a minute, Bobby, 12% looks terrible. Okay, 12% down would be down, go to that 27 to 37, because the volatility on 12% is not going to be 47 to 57. It's going to be 27 to 37. So you're down $10,000 to $13,000 there. Here, 5% down, you may be down, let's say 5% down, you're going to be down $2,084. So I could see me putting a little bit of a little cheap hedge in just for the crap of it. What have I been selling those for? Oh, let's do what y'all wanted to do. That's not bad at all. Exactly. Yes, you make it work for you. Buy T-bills with your excess unused buying power. Exactly, Ed. And we're just picking from you, Ed. We love T-bills. I would never have traded the T-bill had it not been for Ed. Had notional Ed not come into my life, where would I be today? I mean, I got to ask myself. So why don't we, let's see, y'all wanted to look at the 150. What was that y'all were talking about? You said, hey, why not buy one for 150 days, around $5 to $6 on pullback of 10 to 15%. That will give us at least $7,000. So y'all been talking about this in Muscadine Mafia. Well, let's just look at it. So 150 days, around $5. Let's see what that'll go for, right? So 150 days. I'm jiggy with it. Let's compare. We can compare 7-day to 150 days. So 150 days give us a lot of protection. Let's see what it does. 150 days. I love y'all bringing in these ideas, by the way. And where else can you see a place that actually shows this cool stuff? So we could go end of month or 164. No, we'll do 143. Let's find one for $5. $5. So, down here, 2,300. That's nice. Let's buy that. Buy us a 2,300 at $5. That's going to cost us $251. Oh, be still my heart. It's a lot of money. That's Applebee's 5 nights of the week for my family. So we're going to go check him out. We're going to analyze the trade. Let's see what he gives us. There. All right. $251. Sorry. $251 divided by 7. That's giving me 35 weeks of protection. What have I been buying my protection for? I've been buying my protection for, wait a minute, 251 by 7. That's not the number of weeks. Hold on, Bobby, what is wrong with you? Sorry, no. Oh, I gotta get my mind. Remember, I've been taking NyQuil and stuff. So we're 143 days out. Jeez, simple math, Bobby. 143 days out divided by 7. How many weeks of protection are you? 143 divided by 7 would give me 20 weeks of protection, right? 20 weeks of protection. Okay, 24 weeks. Did I do something wrong, Nick? 20, did I do it wrong? 143 days divided by 7 is like 20 weeks of protection. Okay, so we get 20 weeks of protection, and it's divided by what? $251 is what that was going to cost. 251 divided by 20 weeks of protection would give me, you know, what, $11.95 a week. That's about what I was spending, right? So we will compare a 7-day option to $11.95 to a 150-day option. I'm jiggy with it. So let's analyze this trade. Buy this one. And that's it's a low delta, y'all. Look, I mean, that's just low. Low. But remember, it is crash protection that we're wanting. Right? That is crash protection that we're wanting. So let's see what it does in the event of a crash. So we'll analyze this trade. Because you're looking at that, 15, 20% down move. And we're going to go ES. And we're going to hide positions. Or hide positions. So it just shows our simulations. So, geez, Louise, what is all of this? Which one is it I put in there? Hold on, let me get rid of all this stuff. I'll probably get rid of the one I need. Let's see, there. Buy one at $4.95. Is that it? 2,300. Yeah, I've got it in here twice. Okay, find one. There it is. Now let's get these snickies out. Make sure we got everything else. So if I take him off, that should go flat. It doesn't, which means we still got other stuff in here to consider. Where's my, oh, it does go flat. There she is. Okay, there she is. Miss America. And y'all, apparently this is something y'all been discussing in Muscadine Mafia. I've not had a chance to look at it. Let's see if this is better. All right, so what happens on a 20% down move? Because that's what we're trying to protect against, crash protection. And we're saying, Ed, take notes on this. Beth, take notes. You ready? This would get us $9,978 worth of protection for $251. So let's say $10,000 protection. That's $10,000 protection. And we could roll that out for, whatever, forever for 150 days. Okay, I'm good. Now let's see what our little 7-day does. Now, what 7 days have we been doing? Let's go over here. ES. We did them for 15 cents. Yeah, 15 is what we were doing. Let's go find us a 15-day option. And we've been doing that for $9.32. Okay. Now you got transaction costs in there too, right? So we'd have to do 20 transaction costs. So if we were to trade one of these at 7 days for 15 cents, at 7 days. There we go. 15 cents. So remember, the other one was 2,300. This one is at just a cheapy. All right, it's at a less delta than the other one. All right, it's kind of cool. We're moving around here. So let's see this one, 3,300. Let's buy him 7 days. See what kind of protection he gets us. Analyze trade. So he's going to cost us $9.32, and he is going to get us some level of protection that he is. Let's take this one off. little 7-day option should kick in quicker, right? So he gets me, ta-da! He gets me $10,000 worth of protection. Am I right? No, I got the wrong one. Check. Here we go. Now uncheck you, little buddy. Okay. So he gets me $8,887 worth of protection. Okay. So the $5 one is a little bit more protection. Let me think. So we're paying a little bit more, but they're comparable, right? 932. But you'll make that up in what? You'll make it up in commissions, right? Because you're not going to have but one time of doing the 151, and you're a lot further down when it kicks in. But if this is correct, and we got to remember, Mr. Fake Vega and all that stuff. But I'll tell you, I've seen these 150 things kick in before. I've seen them. So it's not like I'm not ready for that. Let's see, 20, yeah, about $10,000 worth of protection. Jeez, that looks good, doesn't it? Y'all help me know. Nick says that's what I'm thinking. You're too far away from the current price. Yeah. Carlos, I think you're right. Wouldn't the weighted Vega work against the crash protection by the longer expiry? Yeah. So let's see what happens with this little puppy as time goes by. Let's just look here. So it says we got $1,200 of protection to the downside here without volatility. Let's look at the other one. What does it say? The little 7-day one says we get 4,700, and that's because that put should kick in quicker, right? Because it's closer to the money. So why don't let's just look at this. We're just playing you. I know we're rambling a bit, but this is good stuff. You can hang in there. Let's do this. Let's just see what happens as the days go by. Let's see what our protection is over here. So let's go out, a month. So going from February 6th to March 6th. March 6th. Just make sure everything looks the same. March the 6th, you're up $7,900. Okay, see, so as that thing decays, we're losing part of our protection on it. All right. So let's go out. April 6th. That's 60 days. On April 6th, that thing now is only giving us 5,400 of protection. See what I'm saying? And that's the reason I would prefer. Just go to May 6th, see what that looks like. So that would be what, 4 months? May the 6th, go to the 8th. May the 6th, we've got $2,600 worth of protection. See what I'm saying? That's why I think the 7-day is better. Because if you're always putting on the 7-day, man, you got maximum protection. Let's go to July. July the 6th. We just had potato salad and ribs on the grill. Look at there. Uh-oh, what happened? 7-6. Oh, that's gone by that time. 7-6. Let's go. When does this thing expire? June the 6th. Okay, so June the 6th, say we only got $363. Carlos says, also didn't St. Bertino say that weighted Vega isn't calculated correctly? Wouldn't the protection be less than tosses calculate? I believe so. Yeah. So what I'm thinking, if I'm looking at, Nick says he thinks 60 to 90 days is a sweet spot, but in ES it's going to cost more. Yeah. So, I just like those little 7 days. If you kind of layer them on, every day or so, or every time you put on a new trade, it's just cheap protection. Why don't we just throw on a 7-day real quick, like, see what happens? Look at there, y'all. We might get to 33.75 instead. There we go. So let's buy 33.75 at 7 days out.
Bobby, what you're talking about now is working out this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And what Carlos said, I think, is the way to go with terms because of the square root of T. If you bought something, say, out there a little more, you're going to pay more. But he let it, just like the strategy with the triple donkey, you're going to buy back at a time. What if you bought like if you bought the 60 and sold it at the 30, each of those weeks would have been less because of the square root of t. The time decay is a little slower, so you end up getting more. In the same amount of time, you'll spend less at the same strike, but you still have to buy it back to make that worthwhile. But when you get to the 70 DE, the slope, the slope on theta is so higher that when I did the math over and over and over again, I kept going back to the 7-day, which is what you just did. I think that's your best bet because of the nature of the square root of t as the decay goes. So I think you've hit the. While I agree with Carlos in terms of the value of time, I think the practical solution is what you just put out. Get the 7 days.
Yeah, get to 7 days. It's a little bit of money, $9.32. That's with commissions to get a lot of insurance. So now let's see what our downside is, y'all. I'm just liking that 7 day. So let's go back to MES. This is good stuff, y'all. And I know these people on YouTube that watch these videos are like, oh my God, what is this? But this is stuff that we need, y'all. This is the analysis that we need. So high simulations and go all, and then we got to get the little things out. Hold on a second. Let's get our little T-bills out. And I won't make y'all endure. I'll do it in an after school session. Those of y'all that are not in our Discord group need to come because we do a lot of good stuff in the after school session. So let's take these off, the T-bills. And that should now show us my stuff. Oh, let's do my T-bill. What the devil? How come I didn't do it? Portfolio beta weighted, high simulations. What are you showing, Bob? What's happening? Okay. I've got something checked. It shouldn't be checked, y'all. Hold on. There's my ES options. Let me do it again. One more time. Click everything. That gets everything. Make sure it's not at some wayward T-bill that's out of line somewhere. Y'all help me make sure I got everything checked. Everything. Portfolio beta weighted. I guess we could do it separately if we got to. We'll look at the ES and the MES separately. Let's get that out, that out, that out, that out, that out. Okay. Why in the devil? What am I? Oh, I know. 6-6. We won't have any position though. You idiot. There we go. Okay, so now let's see what our protection is. Look at that, y'all. Crash, baby, crash. We're gonna be up, between $4,000, $3,000, something like that. That's kind of cool. I like it a lot. Let's see what our price slashes say. We'll be up $10,000, but by the time you pop up the volatility, some of those are working against you, some are working for you. So we're up. We're in business. And then if you go 35% down, and it's a crash like with the COVID monster did within the scope of just a couple of days, you're golden. Hey, how amazing, y'all. We have discovered that there is a way that we can protect our butt and have theta in the account. Protect thy butt, have theta. Protect thy butt, have theta. All right, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.